And I rise to also speak on the Summary Offences Amendment, Ngāti Salute Prohibition Bill 2023, and I think, as many members have said, do so with a sense of sadness that we must do this at all. The scenes that we have seen, not only on the steps of Parliament, but certainly a number of times outside this very chamber, are, and I think should be, distressing to every Victorian. There's no silver lining to the idiots who are outside. I doubt they even have a clear understanding of what they're representing. But I've been able to sit in the chair for a number of hours over the last day, and I think at the very least this chamber has shown that all of us who represent all Victorians stand as one on this. And Victoria is, as other members have said, Victoria is, if not the best, one of the best demonstrations of a multicultural, tolerant society. It's something that I think every member, without a doubt, in this House and the other place, take as a matter of pride every day we get up to do this wonderful job we're given. And part of what makes that possible in Victoria is tolerance. Is that we have a sense of tolerance that brings us together as a society. And one of the sad ironies about this bill is that we must, for very good reason, draw a line on what we can't tolerate. And this bill draws that line, and it says no. It says no for the 6 million innocent people of Jewish faith that were slaughtered systematically 80 odd years ago. It says no for the 12 million other people for no other reason than being themselves that were also slaughtered. But as many members have said, it not only says no for those souls that we have lost to history, it says no for everyone else that has lived since that moment. I want to commend every member I've heard speak, member for Malvern, Box Hill, Caulfield, member for Monbulk. I could literally name everyone. The contributions have been heartfelt, sincere, honest. Politics has not played a part in any of this. And to be fair, this is the Parliament at its best. But I don't take any pride in that, in the sense that it is the least that we could do. Other members have mentioned the Holocaust Museum, which I attended in 2019, and it is, for those who have not been, you really should go. I think it's a testament to the Victorian Jewish community that they hold dear the sense of never again. And as other members have said, it's not just, this bill won't fix the problem by itself. But this is a necessary step to draw that line, to give our police the powers that they need, for our whole society to come together and say no. There is still education to be done. Others have mentioned the inclusion in our school curriculum to make sure that our next generation of Victorians understand the severity of what occurred. And we mustn't forget. We mustn't forget, not only for the memories of those who had their lives taken or affected, but also so that it will never happen again. And we can't just put it in the shelf and go, oh, we've dealt with that now and it's never going to happen again, because it did happen. And as Member for Greenvale mentioned, it boggles my mind how a society could accept or turn the other way with this going on. I can't conceive of the world that I know in that being allowed to exist with us. But the very fact that it happened, and we know it happened, means that it can. And if it's happened before, and I hope it never happens again, and it's up to us to make sure it doesn't, but it is conceivable that it could. So every day that we say no, every day that we draw that line, we're doing our best to tell all Victorians that it's not okay, and we're turning up to make sure it's not happening today. Now, recently, the member for Box Hill organised a meeting, and I'm pretty sure the member for Caulfield organised another very similar meeting, where they were discussing a survey, as others mentioned, about anti-Semitic behaviour in our universities. And I think the thing that concerned me the most and shocked me the most about some of the stories we heard was from a young woman who said, and I hope I'm not paraphrasing too widely, but a young woman who said that she was in a class and someone else in the class said to her something to the extent of, well, we all know, which is never a great start to an argument, that Jewish people are violent. I mean, it's the dumbest thing. But what shocked me even more than such a stupid, racist, intolerable comment was that no one called it out. We can't allow this to happen while we're watching. And today, the Parliament is saying, this is not happening on our watch. We are not going to tolerate this. We draw the line, and for the idiots who think somehow, and I don't know how, that they find merit in racism, anti-Semitism, and just being an all-right clown, the answer is no. It's not on. Victoria does not agree with you. And you are outside the conversation. Our democracy stands on the ability of us to all have our say. As others have mentioned, freedom of speech is important. And whereas I might have arguments with my wife on whether there are moral absolutes in this world, I think we both agree. I usually see grey in everything, but not in this. This is an absolute. The Nazi regime was evil. It's that simple. This bill states that the people of Victoria will not tolerate this. I commend the bill to the House.